Chapter 0, The Mapping of Creation by Rashan Speller. In the beginning, there was sound, a frequency spreading throughout the endless stream of atoms and matter that had always existed. Matter created the Ouroboros, the Phoenix, the Peacock, and matter substituted itself into the final position in a great act known as the Great Year or Cycle, which all things in matter or frequency must obey. These are the births of the four great cycles, which combine to form the great year of creation, later called the great months, known to us as the 4 seasons of physical work. The process and plan took time to manifest and manipulate the laws that would hold and maintain the functionality of the universe. First, the phoenix was created, known as the sun. It dies from its own flame, only to be reconstructed in a new location of the universe. Yet when it reforms, it loses its former self and only knows its purpose, light and death. The sun, or phoenix, would later become the soul, or energy center, the conductor of the vessels that come to this planet as humanity. The sunbird would be the first thing discovered and used by the flames of vessels following the 4 cycles of freedom. Second was the Ouroboros, which took to the oceans, wrapping itself around the planet in an everlasting rotation of infinite expression. It became the water that nourishes the temple of frequencies. Third is the peacock, which sustains flight for short periods. In this way, humanity's breath must always have moments of short pauses to survive this planetary journey through self-reflection. Lastly is matter, which pushes the Holy Trinity through the election of electricity and sound to break open a transportation system to lower frequencies. This was placed subconsciously by the divine nature of thought, that which roams and creates out of impulse. By these 4 things, all things were created. After the creation of the 4 supreme arches, or as those below named them, the supreme angels, they helped establish orbs of energy called planets in each sector of the universe. These orbs would become the body structures of humanity, manifesting the 2 poles of light frequency and dark frequency. There are the 9 pillars, created by the 4 supreme arches, which are the 9 realms in old stories, enhancing and bonding humanity forever to an infinite cycle. With these realms set in active attention, the wilderness was explored by the sons who carried out the exodus from enlightened energy to the forgotten nature of those on earth. The wilderness is home to the 12 guardians, through whom these energies pass, helping to keep humanity trapped within containment. Each of the 12 guardians houses 3 seals, which are bound to the soul as it is transported to its vessels by area of effect. These effects differ from vessel to vessel, yet they are always present. Each cycle brings about a change in the behavior of the vessels every 6,100 years, totaling roughly 24,000 years. Those of low energy will never understand that the universe is a single instrument with 4 strings. When plucked, a different emotional embrace wraps around the body and soul of the individual, creating a whole of infinite frequency. DNA, the memory chip, is the house of God, the means to convert energy into motion. This is the gathering of the disciples with the source code at the round table, or the labors one faces in oneself to encourage personal growth. You are not a descendant of your ancestors. You become them as you choose to descend the ladder into hell, the lower levels of your atonement. Hell is your base level, where life begins, much like a child learning to walk, exploring the boundaries of the house they live in. One must escape the slavery of the mind, where debt collectors come with enchanted weapons to corrupt and divert you from your true potential, harnessing your abilities to strengthen their own. Reflect, child, and realize. To navigate this infinite cycle is to understand that creation itself is not bound by linear time, but by spirals of transformation and rebirth. Each turn of the cycle offers an opportunity for evolution, an ascent or descent, depending on the choices of the soul. The 12 guardians, each holding their 3 seals, are not mere gatekeepers, but also teachers. Through trials and challenges, they test the resolve of those who seek freedom. They embody the lessons of duality, light and shadow, joy and suffering, creation and destruction. It is through these trials that the soul remembers its origin. The wilderness, vast and uncharted, reflects the chaos of the inner world. Each step taken within it mirrors the journey through the labyrinth of the self. The wilderness is not punishment, but preparation, a crucible where the soul is tempered by experience, Only through understanding the forces of the 12 guardians can one break free of the bonds of limitation and ascend toward the harmonious resonance of the infinite frequency. Within this framework, the four supreme cycles, the Phoenix, Ouroboros, Peacock, and Matter, act as both guides and barriers. The Phoenix burns with the fire of transformation, demanding the courage to face endings for the sake of new beginnings. The Ouroboros reminds us of continuity and flow, urging the soul to see beyond the illusion of separation. The Peacock, with its fleeting flight, embodies moments of beauty and insight, fleeting but transformative. And Matter, the grounding force, teaches that the divine exists even in the physical, within the dirt and stone, within the DNA. As humanity moves through the cycles, the body becomes the temple where spirit and matter converge. The 9 realms echo through the DNA, activating the latent potential that connects the soul to the cosmic symphony. To understand DNA is to decode the song of the universe, to unlock the library of memory stored within each cell. It is not merely the inheritance of the past, but the blueprint for infinite futures. The descent into matter is not a fall, but a sacred journey. To walk the earth is to carry the weight of stars, to navigate the limitations of the physical, while remembering the boundless nature of the soul. The debt collectors are the illusions of fear, doubt, and distraction, sent to test one's faith in their own divinity. These weapons are powerful, but they can be disarmed through awareness, resilience, and the unshakable knowledge of one's purpose. The round table, symbolic of equality and unity, reflects the divine order of creation. All things return to the center, to the source, where dualities dissolve and oneness reigns. To sit at the table is to realize that the cycles of birth, death, and rebirth are not punishments but gifts. They are the instruments of the soul's evolution, offering endless opportunities to learn, create, and awaken. Child, reflect deeply. The universe does not conspire against you. It conspires for you. Each challenge is a note in the grand composition of existence. To master the cycles, you must learn to play your part, to tune your frequency to the harmony of the whole. Remember, the cosmos itself is alive, and you are both its creation and its creator. Stand in this truth, and you will transcend the boundaries of what is known, entering the boundless potential of what is possible.